PSG comfortably beat Le Havre 3-0, which might be their most complete and best performance of the Ligue 1 season. Mendes returned from a short injury stint to grab an assist, which Kang In Lee was a beneficiary of. João Neves scored off the back of his hat-trick on international duty, and Bradley Barcola came off the bench and found the back of the net for the first time since October 17th against Strasbourg. Lucas Chevalier finally had a good game, and his best game as a PSG player, including a goal line clearance from the French shot stopper. This win against Le Havre comes at the perfect time as we host Tottenham on Wednesday in the Champions League, and it is crucial to get back to winning ways after that Bayern loss. I think that loss versus Bayern is making people forget who we really are when we are at full strength. So we will get Dembele back, as I reported on November 6th, I believe. But we'll still be without Hakimi and Doué, as I expected. And I expect us to take the game to Tottenham. This will be a rematch of the UEFA Super Cup from this past summer. And at the time, we were just getting back into the flow of things because we only had like a month break after the Club World Cup. And we started the game down 2-0. Fabian Ruiz came off the bench and Doué was in midfield. Chevalier had just signed like a few days before that, and he looked shaky, and he still looks shaky ever since then, until the game against Le Havre where he was exceptional. Tottenham had just signed Thomas Frank, and they were like this team everyone was so excited about, and they played like it, but that was only for a little while. Now this game on Wednesday, you're going to get two totally different teams. Tottenham aren't as good as everyone thought they were going to be, or at least not yet. And PSG are still trying to get all their guys back, but still playing great UCL football. I think PSG needs to use this game to reassert dominance, not only to Tottenham, but to all of Europe. And, Tottenham's going to want their revenge and try to build off that 4-0 win versus Copenhagen on the last match day in Champions League. Now, the only thing I worry about is that, Tottenham played that 4-2-3-1, and Bayern and Chelsea have pressed us heavily from that formation. And I think it's safe to say that Thomas Frank is a better coach than Company and Maresca. So will he adopt that tactic? If he does PSG fall again, or will they finally adapt? Tottenham definitely have the young legs and the fast legs to do it on the attack with Brennan Johnson, Kudus, Simons, Kolo if he's eligible, and Pape Sarr. I say it every Champions League game, but with PSG, it's all about controlling the midfield. We didn't control the midfield against Bayern, and you saw what happened. We need to control the midfield. That is how we'll win all of our Champions League games, especially this one. Tottenham should definitely lose that midfield battle. Like, it shouldn't even be a question, because Paulina, Bentancur, and Sarr are not good enough to deal with our midfield, and I think Thomas Frank knows that. If Thomas Frank wants to win this game, he certainly has his homework cut out for him, because it's certainly not going to be through that midfield. I expect Warren Zaire-Emery to fill in at right back with Marquinhos, Pacho, and Mendes next to him, with Ruiz, Neves, Vitinha in the midfield, and up front will be Mayulu, flanked by Kvara and Barcola. Dembele will be introduced around the 60th minute mark. Look, I'll be honest, I think PSG win this game 4-0, just like that. Tottenham are not playing the best football right now, and by the time this video comes out, they'll probably get thrashed by Arsenal. So, yeah, they're still figuring what kind of team they want to be and who they are under Thomas Frank. Wow, we are still the champions of Europe, even though everyone forgot, and we will show everyone that. You have to, you have to get back up every time you fall, and this is the game to show and prove that. So that is my prediction, and I also expect Vitinha to get the man of the match. Go PSG.